So today is the day that we decided we are going to talk about our big announcement, our big news, our big plan.
Yes.
So here's the idea. We are going to get into downsizing the way that we live. We are going to go look into the idea of tiny houses. Kimberly has convinced me of this idea of tiny houses for a long time now. She's been trying to convince me for a very long time. She's been wanting to do tiny house living for probably as long as I can remember, right?
Yes, I have been wanting to do the tiny house living. I think I was about 16 or 17 when I first saw a tumbleweed house online.
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw it, I fell in love.
And Kim's parents are getting huge into this idea of living in an RV and traveling around the world. And so what we're going to try to do is start out in an RV, live in an RV, and then move into an RV, and then save a bunch of money, as much as we can, to become a tiny house owner.
Yes. We're not really sure what the form will be
Right.
of the tiny house. We're not sure if it will be a tiny cabin with a foundation, or if it will be a tiny house on wheels, or even if we upgrade the RV to a nicer RV. We're not really sure, but we're going to start off in an RV. And that does scare me a little bit. I was talking to your dad this morning.
Yeah.
And he was saying that he knew someone that lived in an RV here in Indiana, Northwest Indiana, and they froze their butts off in the winter.
Okay.
And they had one of those big ones with the motor,
Really?
motor home, yeah. And I guess they froze their butts off, and they gave it 4 weeks and spent $400 on heating the place, and they were done.
My idea is to just live small. It's not necessarily an RV, but our idea is to live smaller and be content with a smaller thing. We're in a world right now where like big houses and big payments and all that is like huge, you know?
Like, bigger is better.
Right. And we want to be content in smaller living spaces, and we'll be able to save more money so that we can travel more and that we can do more things and enjoy life and not worry so much.
Right.
And if we can get to that point, that would be awesome. So you're going to take that journey with us as we downsize, as we finally decide what we want to do exactly. The whole decision making of maybe doing an RV and maybe not doing an RV, and that whole process of the way it thinks. We have been watching hardcore YouTube videos about the idea of downsizing.
Not just YouTube videos. We've been watching documentaries. We've been watching just all kinds of stuff. We're going to get into using a composting toilet and, I mean, just doing things like eco-friendly and, you know, just as much as we can to just have a smaller footprint on the earth. We want to be free.
As much as possible.
As much as possible. I mean, evidently, you know, we don't have $30,000 to spend on a tiny house, but, you know, eventually, I think with less bills, we will eventually pay that off quicker than having a regular house.
The idea of being in debt and owing people just is not something I want to do. And so if we can get to a point where we can be able to maybe buy a log cabin and pay it off within, you know, a smart thing and be like, okay, this log cabin or this property or whatever is ours now, is something I'm really excited about.
Mainly the reason why we have not vlogged ever since we left Corey's parents' house is because we felt like we were kind of stuck in a rut. And we felt like there was nothing happening in our life that was worth vlogging. We just didn't want to share that with you at that time. I think now that we're going on this adventure.
Heading towards something different.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know. It's exciting, and I wanted to bring you along and you are going to be seeing our downsizing.
As you've been seeing, we've been like going hardcore. It seems like we're going to 365 again, but it's not that. It's just we've just been really into vlogging lately. We've made a video every single day, and we've actually seen subscribers been subscribing to us, and it's probably from Crisp Nation. So the new subscribers from Crisp Nation, we do appreciate it, and we will continue to do vlogs. You will be seeing a lot of stuff from us now because we finally come to that idea of I want to share our lives again. And that was one huge thing that the 500 days did for us.
Yeah.
So that's our announcement. If you are not excited about the announcement, that's fine. If you're like, wow, we waited 3 videos for that, that's fine too. But I want to thank you guys for watching, supporting, and doing what you guys do.
Absolutely.
So make sure that you like, subscribe, and share if you feel like it. And if we've inspired you, good.
And if you think this is a good idea, leave it in the comments below and tell us what you think.
And give us ideas too on how to live smaller in a content way. Like, what's some ideas that you've done personally or thought of different ways that you can downsize and make things cheaper for you? That would be cool too. So,
guys, give me some help. I'm having a hard time getting rid of all my stuff. I'm going through stuff. I'm going, okay, well, I want this. I don't want this. You'll see all that.
It's going to be it's going to be a different adventure. So,
yeah.
Follow us on this adventure. And until next time, thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.